You read the title. You know what I'm on about. So let's just get to it. You've been abused, probably. If you watch this video, I don't know why you wouldn't be here if your parents didn't fuck you up, but like, I'm not saying no to the watch time. So, I'm assuming you got fucked up in childhood. Your parents shouted at you, they hit you, they abused you, maybe even, something in the bed, or not in the bed. I don't know what you did, and I don't need to know. It's not my business. But, you got fucked up by them in some way. And now, it affects you every day. Maybe you're anxious. Maybe you're overly angry. Maybe you don't feel anything anymore. Maybe your insides are still worn out. Whatever it is. You're now fucked up. And I don't need to repeat this to you. You know this. But here's the deal. Here's the magical thing. When you become an adult, you get the most powerful thing in your life. Responsibility. Why is it so powerful? Most of us don't really want to do much. You don't want to be responsible for everything, right? That sounds horrendous. But that's the gift of responsibility. If something is in your responsibility, I get sick of that word so much. But if something is your responsibility, not only does it mean you have to take care of it, it means you can take care of it. Let me explain. If something is your responsibility, it means you can actually change it in some way. Like, for example, if a kid's your responsibility, you could fuck them up, but you could also help them. So you can actually change the situation. And when you become an adult, you yourself become your responsibility. So that means you can change yourself. That means you can actually fix some of the things that happen with you. You don't need no therapist. A therapist could help. I've never been to one. Probably could do something, but you now get the power to change shit. You get the power to decide where you want to live, what you want to do. You get the power to decide how you want to tackle the fucked up thing that happened to you in childhood, because you're gonna have to tackle it. A lot of people don't. A lot of people just do nothing about it. They stay fucked up their whole life. Maybe they don't even know. They just deny it so much that they don't even realize it. That they've been fucked up. It's probably your parents. Your parents probably got abused by their parents. And it's this long fucking chain of misery. Well, you can cut it. You have the chance right now to fucking cut this chain and actually do something else. You have the chance to actually change and stop this chain of misery. And it's through responsibility. It's through saying, I'm gonna do something about this. And what do we do? Because, I've hyped you up. I've said, you can do this, you can do this. How do we do it? Well, of course, it depends on the problem you have. But, I can give you general tips, right? I can give you, the general practices. For example, we know for a fact that exercising is almost as helpful for your mind as actually going to therapy. It releases some chemicals and shit. We don't need to get into the details. And now you might say, oh, but I've never exercised before, blah, blah, blah. You're overcomplicating. Get on your floor, do 5 push-ups. Tomorrow, do 10 push-ups. Do one on your knees if you can't do them fully. Maybe add some squats later. Slowly learn about it. Watch some videos. Build up the habit. Day 1, you do 5. Day 2, you do 10. Day 3, you do 10. And you also do 5 squats. It truly is not rocket science. And there's a million people who will tell you online what the fuck to do exactly and all the little details. And then once you're comfortable in doing it at home, you can go to the park. And then once you're comfortable in the park, you can go to an actual gym. You don't have to jump to the gym. That's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't have to be super difficult. It's the same thing with all the other habits. Meditation. People complicate it. It's literally just sitting there and just focusing on your breath. You lose focus, you go back to the breath, and you do this for however long you want. That's it. Doesn't need to be something spiritual. It's impressive. It's just training your focus, clearing your mind, and you don't need to clear your mind. By the way, that's not the point. When you actually focus, you lose focus, right? It's the same thing with meditation. You lose focus of the breath, you go back to the breath. Simple as that. You train your brain that way. You can start gratitude journaling. You can look that up. I'm not going to tell you. Whatever it is, you start small And it gets big, just like I told my girlfriend. So, my God. You just ruined the whole fucking seriousness. Anyway, you get the point. You do something. You program it into your schedule. Whatever time you have, use it. Because, it's not easy. Right? It's not easy. You gotta fuck up sometimes. Sometimes you're gonna forget. Sometimes you just don't want to do it. You're gonna have to force yourself and all that shit. But that's the stuff you learn once you start practicing it. I can't drill the happiness into you. I can drill the consistency into you. I can only tell you how to do it. You are the one who decides if to do it or not. Again, since I'm assuming you're getting to be an adult, you have the choice whether to receive what I'm telling you or not, and whether to act on it. And it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really fucking hard. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's gonna be really fucked up because your parents fucked you up. And it is their fault. It is. Don't blame yourself. It is their fault. But now it's your responsibility to fix yourself. You don't have to fix them. You don't have to get an apology from them. You don't have to get anything from them. Depending how severely they hurt you, you don't even have to talk to them. But it's your responsibility to do something about it. To get a job and actually move out. Whatever it is. It's your responsibility now. To fix your head. Because even if, let's say you don't even care about yourself anymore. Think about the chain of misery I talked about before. When you grow up and you might have kids, do you want the misery that your parents did to you to go into them? Because I'm going to be totally real with you right now. If you've been abused as a fucking kid, the chance you'll abuse your fucking kids is way higher. And that shouldn't even be controversial. That's fucking obvious. If you got abused as a kid, you're probably going to abuse your kids. So break that chain. Break the chain of you, from your parents, from your grandparents, to your great ancestors, of everybody fucking their own kids. You don't want to fuck your own kids. Again, I'm assuming you're going to have kids. Don't continue the chain of misery. Fix yourself, or at least work on yourself. It's never going to be done. There's never going to be a day where you just sit on the porch and you're like, I'm normal now. No, it's not going to happen. What's going to happen is you're slowly going to feel better and better. It might take years. Could even take a decade. It depends how severe you are. Again, like I've never been fucked as a child, but like I've been abused. I've been hit. I've been shouted at. I've been locked in my room. I've had shit happen to me. But I'm working on it. I'm slowly getting better. Slowly learning how to fucking do this shit again. And I'm making progress. I'm consistent in my training. I meditate. I fucking gratitude journal. I actually have friends now. I have a social network all on my own. And I'm also working in this fucking business to actually get some money. See what I'm trying to tell you? It's all about what you do. Okay? Because you can't control the actions of others. You can't make them apologize to you. You can't make them help you. You can only help yourself. Okay? That's the greatest blessing and the greatest curse in this whole fucking world. Only you can help yourself. Okay? So let's recap. It's not your fault. It's your fucking responsibility now. You've got the power of responsibility. It's a fucking gift. But it also comes at a cost. Use it. Improve in whatever way you can. Slowly fix yourself up. Don't start with extremely hard things that you're just going to quit a week later. Start slow and then progress. And one day you'll feel better. Don't continue the chain of misery. If not for yourself, for your kids. Oh, and before I go, touch grass. Dumbass.